I know you made some, Vara conversation as regards to the issue between Fubara and Wike. So many people actually said, that finally Fubara has actually, bowed to pressure. That's what some, has actually called it. But when you look at the situation of Fubara and Wike, you'd agree with me that this is about, a leader and, a protege. Fubara made, the news by making it look like it was not going to bend to Wike's will. What could have happened behind closed doors? Because I remembered, and of course I said it on one of our programs here, our morning boss, which happens to be every Saturday, I said, with the way I saw that particular, Fubara's movement when he went to the House of Assembly, River State House of Assembly, to present the budget, and he was all smiling, all laughing, shaking hands with all of the legislators. I said there was an agreement somewhere, and this particular thing was just a developing conversation. Today we've actually seen that particular one. What does Governor Fubara's return to Wike's Rainbow Coalition signal about power dynamics in that of River State ahead of 2027?
All right. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Please go ahead.
All right. First of all, you need to. A lot of persons have come to say that Fubara is shameless to have gone back to Wike. If you are an ardent follower of Caesar Francis on Instagram, you will know that earlier before now, I have projected. In fact, I was able to see the future to tell people that yes, Wike is not a man that Fubara has the capacity to fight. And I also made reference to Wike, like Omai. It is difficult to defeat these people, like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that is why I also said that for opposition to even stand a chance in 2027, they must understand that they are not just campaigning against Bola Tinubu. They are campaigning against David Omai and Nyeso Wike. These three persons are like 3 tons on the flesh of Nigerians. When I saw what Governor Sim Fubara went through, you would ask yourself, is it for political survival or is a submission to victory of Nyeso Wike? Has he submitted like to his godfather, Nyeso Wike, or is it more or less like he's just going there for political survival? The answer is Fubara is a defeated man. He has no card to play as far as River State politics is concerned. And if you are, conversant with the political terrain of Nigeria, you will understand that as far as River State is concerned today, Nyeso Wike is holding the political structure. It is sadly so, because I have always believed in strong systems against strong people. But this is the Nigeria they have created. And it was not only Fubara that entered into this agreement with Wike. That is why you could even see that House of Assembly members accepted to back a man who is not a sitting governor as against their own, leader and the governor of the state. They supported a man who is a minister in Abuja in a different, even when the rumor said that they moved to a different political party, they came back and say, oh, we did not move, and Wike supported them. At the end of the day, this all underscores what the impact of godfatherism has cost in Nigerian politics. The politics is no longer in the hand of the people. I have always said this in different portfolios or in different platforms rather, that the greatest problem, the greatest undoing in Nigeria today is that politics and governance is not in the hand of the people. It is in the hand of the stakeholders. And this is now making anybody who appears to be a strong man, making the person not to relent. They would want to do anything humanly possible to retain that strong man's status in any state. It does not just end in the state level, at the federal level, at our local government level, even in the village level. Strong men don't want to give room for the rise of other strong men. And this is what is, in a very large extent, affecting democracy, affecting governance, and affecting leadership generally as it is. There is no dividends of democracy delivery in Nigeria today as we speak.